Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew, where family's everything.
Until it's not. I'm Aunt.
And I'm Andrew.
It's the holidays.
Thank God.
Happy holidays. Are you
Eventually
getting
we'll get there.
exciting?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Oh, we're getting. Is anybody having a Christmas special this year?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, are we going to have anybody's like Christmas?
Oh, you mean that like Christmas? No, they tend to show Christmas like in the middle of summer.
I know that. But if you follow us on Instagram at Aunt and Andrew, I have been posting Judice family flashbacks, which are
I think
so great. Of like Juicy Joe just lying on the couch while Teresa ran around all day, and he's just going,
that was Thanksgiving.
Trey. No, it wasn't. It was Christmas because they were all going, look what in. No, this is on. He's on the couch.
And no, but the day of the sprinkle cookies was the Friendsgiving, and he was in bed.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Christmas, and they're all running over looking at their stockings, and he's going, yeah. Oh, I'm tired. It's just classic Joe. And that's one thing the show is missing desperately. The comic relief of Joe Judice.
I guess.
He did, because he just had a thing of like, he didn't really care.
Jersey's not hurting. They're good.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. Well, I'm going to tell you, everybody had a great view on this trip, but Meredith. Ooh. And they so shaded Meredith. She got shaded actually the whole episode, but maybe worth it. Maybe not worth it. Maybe not worth it. Maybe it was due. If what she's accused of is true.
I just feel like they're being very affirmative that they know this is Meredith without any evidence.
Well, Meredith isn't really denying it, though.
Yeah, but I think the reason why is probably because she may know who did it, but it wasn't her. It was one of those Teresa's where Teresa's like with Kim D, like, I didn't say it. What are you talking about? Wasn't me. What did I say about you? I think that's what Meredith is more kind of go at with like, keyword, have never threatened your family. It's always like, I don't do that.
Right.
Well, maybe someone else does. And then they tell me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I thought it was crazy. First of all, they woke up for Monica's birthday and every single one of them were in full glam. It was what, 9:00 in the morning?
I love that she called Whitney out.
What do you mean?
She goes, oh, you're already all glammed up. Like when she has her brush in her hand.
But they all were glammed up a little bit. Oh, you mean with Monica in her bedroom?
Yeah, when Whitney walked into
when they
her
were
room.
out on. Yeah. I like when they. Well, I bet you Monica's the only one without glam. Wouldn't you imagine? She doesn't have that money.
I don't know, like how many of not all of them bring glam on trips.
Well, we know Lisa Barlow has glam.
Yeah,
and we know Meredith Marks has glam because we saw them last week.
Oh yeah,
and I'm going to imagine Angie has glam, and I'm going to go with Heather too.
Glam. If they were smart, they'd just like get the same glam when they travel.
I don't know. All I know is that Whitney had way too much makeup on. It was like she was having a faux tan. And when they showed her from behind getting hugged, you could see all her white skin. And there was all like where her bronze had left her skin. It's a little too much. I kind of like when the women show up for breakfast. The Jersey women do that. They show up for breakfast without their makeup on.
Oh no, yeah, they're more like they just
these women can never not look like they look.
I was nervous that Heather's foundation was going to go on to Whitney's pajamas when she gave her a hug.
I was too.
Really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the girls in New York, you've seen them all without their makeup. I mean, kind of casual, waking up in the morning. And New Jersey, we've seen them all. I don't know about Beverly Hills. Yeah, I mean, we've seen them
we've seen Jenna Lyon's skin, her teeth. We've seen it all.
Everything. But these girls never. I don't think Miami does too much either, though. I don't watch Miami anymore. But they never put down that wall. They make sure it stays up at all time.
I mean, I will say this. If Monica is telling the truth, like this is the thing with Monica where I'm at.
Okay, what part of the truth? Her family?
Well, just in general. Like I'm gonna say this. Everyone knows that I've tried to be
Team Monica.
Team Monica. I've tried to give her the benefit of the doubt as a new housewife.
Yes, you have.
I've been reading a lot where like I just feel like there's not a lot of facts right now, but I also am
Mm.
curious as to like why there aren't any facts. Like that's what's so odd to me. Is like this
No,
shouldn't be hard.
interesting.
Like this
Yeah.
shouldn't be hard. Like where is some sort of documentation that you were a witness in Jen's case? Like, you know, what happened and I'm sure we'll find out what happened with Heather's with the you know, with the med spa. But then also
Maybe that will come out at the reunion.
all I have to say is this. If Monica is lying
Yes.
about like this or it's this whole thing,
Yes.
she is in the wrong industry. She needs to go into fiction screenwriting about psychos because
Yes.
if she can come up with some of
I
these
agree.
stories and like she
Yes.
should be writing for Lifetime, like Lifetime movies. She shouldn't
Yeah.
be on Bravo. The fact that she could come up with that kind of a story regarding her family and have the tears and be able to like, but that didn't seem, let me tell you, I think, and I'm sure you can agree.
Oh, don't bet on it.
Well, her tears were flowing and they were
Her
hard to
tears
stop
were
her.
flowing, but I have a
But what?
feeling
That's
she's
hard to.
good. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I started questioning her whole story because, first of all, you know, I have a problem with grown women wearing sashes, right? On their
Yeah,
birthday.
but I don't have a problem with it when
Never
someone else
mind the
gives it to
scepter.
them.
Yeah, I know. Well,
When
I
someone
guess.
else provides it,
Okay,
I
but
think
when
it's
they,
harder.
yeah, she wore the scepter all day too. It was
We
a
also
little
have to
bit
remember
too
she's
much.
filming a reality show and they're
Yeah,
trying
so
to
she
get the
just,
shock factor.
yeah,
You have a
well, I
problem with
hate
a
it.
random woman at
I
the
hate it.
99 on her 50th birthday wearing a sash and a crown.
Yeah, I really do. I
Yeah,
really do.
and I do too.
I don't know. People might not know what the 99 is all around the world, but it would be like TGI Fridays. And
Or
if you don't know
Uno
what if you don't know what TGI Fridays is, then like I don't know what's like TGI Fridays. I
or
don't know.
Applebee's.
Applebee's. There
We
you
love a good
go.
Applebee's. It's a great front to get out of your house and go running with Bonnie and Clyde, too.
I've been to an Applebee's once about 10 years ago and I didn't like it, so I've never gone back.
I call it Crapplebee's, but
Is that what they call it? Yeah,
close.
I don't give me a gift card to Applebee's anytime soon. Um,
Maybe Home Depot instead.
do you think Monica, first of all, do you think it was interesting that Lisa and Monica were sitting on the balcony after they've had such a contentious beginning? And then it
No,
was just like,
because
oh, your view is beautiful.
no, because Monica gave Lisa everything she wanted, which was an
Oh,
apology. She like showed her. Lisa likes being in
but
charge.
Lisa dropped it. She wasn't
Yeah, that's
keeping
what because
yeah,
because Lisa was caught up on Monica complaining about the ring and saying
yeah.
that she's materialistic.
Oh, I
Once
still
they
think
move
she
past that, Lisa doesn't
stole the
hold on.
ring. Wait till we find out that Monica stole the ring.
I think she's
That's
too
just my
smart.
guess.
She's too good of a con artist to steal the ring in broad daylight.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Now,
know. Do you believe that her family was actually supposed to meet her? Because I started to wonder if that was even a possibility.
I
Like,
mean,
I'm not even sure. We never heard their name. We never heard their voice on the phone. We never saw a text message. I
we
just
also
started to
haven't broken
wonder.
the fourth wall here yet. What if they
Yeah.
didn't want to be filmed and be on TV?
Well, that I can understand. That
And
I
maybe
can
they won't
totally
tell her
understand.
that, or maybe they told the producers that, and the producers were handling the meetup. Like weird stuff happens with TV, and I think that like it'll be
Mm.
interesting to see what happens. I think Monica's too much of a newbie. If this was Denise Richards, we'd know exactly what happened. She would have told us already. Now,
Right,
maybe wouldn't
right,
have made sense, but we would have known.
right. Not Denise.
Yeah. Well, I just think
I
that the
just wondered
tears were
about it.
natural.
I thought it was interesting that Linda wouldn't go to therapy down the street, but she was worried about Linda showing up in the Bahamas. And that would be
Um,
just for drama. Thank God she didn't. It would have been horrible as far as I was
that
concerned.
is, but that's the part of the situation that I actually understand. I think that Monica's mother,
Yeah.
I think that Monica is a product of her environment and her
Yes.
situation. But I will say this, her mother could be too. Like we kind of did hear that her mother also that her mother was
Yeah.
abusive.
Yeah. Right.
I think that Monica's issues with her mom and Monica's issues with the girls are mutually exclusive. She just met the girls. Like she had every chance to be, she knows about the Housewives. She had worked with Jen. She knew what to expect. She clearly
Right.
watched the show. So she had every chance to come in and leave all of her baggage at the door and use this as a way to really create like a break in all of the excuses she wants to make around her behavior. She clearly didn't. So we
She
know that.
didn't.
Now,
Right.
I think she could have done that and still been an absolute mess with her mother. Because like it could be something where it's like,
She
that's
could
my
have,
mom,
right.
and we
Yeah.
have big issues.
And she separated the two instead of they've sort of blended.
Yeah, like even Jennifer Aiden was friends with a couple of the women really closely, even when she was feuding with her mom. It's not like everyone had issues with her. But when everyone has issues with you, all I can say is this, Monica, it's starting to look like you're the problem. And now I don't know if that's true, though. I don't.
You know what
we
they
don't
say?
know.
If you
We have no
don't have,
idea.
if you have a problem with everybody, chances are you're the problem. If
Yeah,
you're
but then
one of
again,
these
her
people who
kids
has a
talk. Her
problem with
kids are clearly really close with her, and
the kids
kids are
seem
smart.
okay. Yeah, kids not only well, they're smart, but they can also have been subject to a little bit of brainwashing themselves.
Maybe, but like I just think that they're getting to the age where time will tell. And I do put a lot of weight on the fact that like her teenage daughter is so open to validating her mom on national television. Now, if this was a constant issue where
No, you
Monica
don't
was
think that
creating
was
problems,
scripted too?
what I'm saying
That's
is
what
that
I
the
thought.
kid
I
was
thought what
10,
the teenager was
maybe,
saying was way too scripted. That's what I thought.
but do
For a
we not?
teenager?
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is that how many teenagers have we seen say the truth to their parents on television, and the parent, like Teresa, she can't get her kids to say what she wants them to say
No
ever.
matter what. No matter
So
what.
that's why I'm saying that like there must be some truth.
Avery never, and neither did Brianna.
None of them
Yeah.
that had problematic or controversial parents have they been able to completely defend
And
them.
Ryan, Tamara's Ryan. He never says anything she wants him to say either.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that it's too.
I get that. I get what you're saying there.
Because they see the truth. And so for them, they're like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll defend my mom, but at the same time, like, I don't want to look like a moron on television. I can't imagine that her kids are willing to go to bat for her unless there's a little bit of truth. Maybe it's just around the grandma. Like maybe Linda is the problem. But at the same time, I don't think that gives her a permission slip to.
No, but remember, I said I started to question everything with Linda when she walked home without her bag or anything, but she drove the car over there to Monica's and left the Range Rover that she was holding hostage. But then she left without a bag. So it didn't make sense to me because you'd at least have a pocketbook if it was legitimate. That's why I thought it was all staged.
Linda better come to the reunion.
Oh, I hope so. That would be good. Now, I want to mention that who goes out jet skiing in their Versace cover-up and bathing suit
and their phones just flailing around like a foot from the water. Like,
I mean, and the funny part was that Angie had the same Versace top as Lisa did at her pants and her. No, it wasn't jumpsuit. She had a one piece, but for whatever reason, Lisa's not taking off her pants on TV. She doesn't want anybody to see her thighs. And that's her right. She'll wear Versace and get it wet before she shows anybody her thighs.
Yeah.
That's all I could think of.
What I thought, Heather's reaction to the sex comments was weird. Heather makes comments about sex all the time.
I know, but she just didn't want to talk about it.
I mean, she easily could have said, like,
you talking about in the cave now? You jumped to the cave? Let's go back a little bit. Let's not get to the cave yet.
On the way to
on the van. Oh, yeah. Talking about her daughter. Well, the daughter's off. The daughter is completely off limits.
When you're talking about your daughter.
You're not talking about your daughter. You don't talk about your teenage daughter's potential sex life.
Yeah, but I think you just say that to Monica. Like, I don't think you act as it. Like, this is Monica we're dealing with. Do you like Heather's reaction was very yes, but Heather asks controversial personal questions all the time. Now, maybe not about kids, but my point is like this was a teachable moment.
No, kids, you don't have a kid. You don't talk about your teenage daughter's sex life.
These people talk about their kids all the time. So we're not gonna.
Yeah, but we're not talking about their sex life. These are Mormons.
You just say that. You go, listen, I talk about a lot about my kids. I'm not talking about that. I don't know about that stuff. But instead, she's like, I don't know. What is like? I don't want to talk about what she should have said.
Maybe she was afraid they knew something.
Maybe she said, "Oh my God, Monica, I don't talk about that with my kids." Like, it's not like Monica said, "Do you think she's banging like a tramp?" She just said, "Like, do you think she's having sex?" Like, and I think Monica is like, it's not like Monica said, like, does she talk to you about what position she likes best? Like, she just said, "Do you think she's having sex?" And I think Heather could have said, I don't know, and that's so inappropriate. I don't ask those questions with my kids. And I think Monica would have been
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
And
okay, I'm sorry."
yeah.
But
I
instead
I
it was
couldn't
like,
get over
I don't know.
I couldn't get over other sunglasses. They're just ridiculous. Every single one has the most ridiculous sunglasses. They were at a whole other level this week. It's too much. They're almost too high fashion.
Well, Angie wears the same ones every episode.
I know, but Heather had crazy ones on, and so didn't Lisa outside up on the deck. It was a lot. The sunglasses are just ridiculous. I want to know what happened to just plain old Ray-Ban aviators. They're like $100 and they're chic. They're in style all the time. I want somebody to wear Ray-Ban aviators.
I mean, I'm a sunglass whore, so like
I
it's
am
not
too, but I have a pair of Ray-Ban aviators. I have other Ray-Bans. I have a Prada. I got Chanel sunglasses. No, I like my Ray-Ban aviators. They're classic.
I don't have Ray-Bans. I have Versace. I have Prada.
Well, you
I
need
have
Ray-Ban. That's what I'm going to
Burberry.
say.
I have all of them. I don't care for Ray-Bans. They're very basic.
They're very Top Gun.
I have Prada aviators that are better than than Ray-Bans.
They're classics.
Okay.
The classics. They're classics. Now tell me something. Okay, so let's get to Monica getting the text with her scepter in her hand and getting a text that they're not going to come. And Lisa follows her to the bathroom. How shady were the cameramen to go under the door of this random rest stop in the road on the side of the road
Well, that's
and
what they
Bermuda
do.
and film their toes?
I don't think it's shady. I think it's the fact that
it
they
was so
wanted to.
funny. I could just
No,
picture
no, no,
the
no, no.
cameraman down on the
The
ground.
mics don't pick up unless the camera's close.
I understand that.
So they
but
had
I
to
could
put it
just see it.
down.
I would have liked a camera on the cameraman with this camera underneath the door.
I don't think he was there. I think he put it down, similar to how when we see the preview for when Heather goes crazy on the phone and all that, they put the camera down near the door. And then when the producer goes, go in the other side, you see him pick up the camera. It's not like he's standing there at the bottom. Like,
Oh, okay. I thought he was lying on the ground.
No.
All right. Okay. So, I thought that was so funny, just being on the side of the road. I'm not sure if, when Monica got back, she goes, "I'm shoeless."
Oh, yeah.
I'm shoeless. And they're like, "Oh, you can't be shoeless." I just thought it was so funny. Like it was just like
Who
a comic
cares
moment.
if Angie's in the mob?
Well, the funny part is when they start talking about it, how they tried to show Angie can't even get in the inner tube. How could she?
That was so shady.
It was, because if she can't even get in the inner tube, how is she possibly arranging hits?
How about they said Angie and then in quotes, the Dawn Castanedas.
The Dawn, as she tries to get in the pool. And she can't even do that. And all I could think of, well, if she can't get in the pool, she can't arrange a hit.
I mean,
now, so you think, okay, so the big question is, let's get to it. Do you believe the rumor that Meredith Marks started it all?
I think she has something to do with it, but I also have to say that, like, let's call it what it is. Angie owns hair salons.
Mm-hmm.
We know that industry very well. Usually those people like have the looser lips than anything I've ever seen. They talk nonstop. They talk to their customers. They share drama. They talk shit.
Right.
They share things they shouldn't. If Angie was in the mob, it would be out there.
It would be so out. No, but the question is, do you believe Meredith has somebody else randomly send text to Monica and then calls up Monica and says, or texts her and says, look at your DMs? I mean, that's just like, come on.
I have a feeling that Meredith got the DMs. Unlike Monica, she engaged with the person. The person then said, I also sent them to Monica. And then Meredith called. I don't think Meredith knows the person, but I do think that Meredith finds it very exciting.
Yes, and don't you believe that's why she said that she can destroy their marriage back when they were in Trixie's motel? And she was like, well, the rumor. And she knew what was going on then. And it wasn't until...
Well, it's the same person, I think, told her about Sean.
Probably. It's probably all the same person. That's what I believe, too. And I don't think that Monica had enough time in the group to come forward with it earlier when she found out about it. She had to wait a little bit to get to know these girls a little bit before she dropped that.
Yeah.
She's not
I
going
also
in and
think
said,
that
"Oh,
she,
this has already happened to me." She had to wait till she's into like episode 10 or so and telling the story. Because remember, her closet is full of skeletons also.
Monica,
Yeah.
you don't have any proof there.
She has mugshots and everything.
She has one mugshot. And have you seen the thing of all the housewives? So half the housewives have
I
mugshots.
know. I'm just saying though, but she's going in it fresh. She doesn't know. And we still don't know what you brought this up to me before we started talking. We still don't know what she really did with Jen.
No, we have
Jen
no
Shaw.
idea what any of it
I'm
happened.
just saying. Now, um, so
We have 2 minutes left.
okay.
So you're going to talk faster?
No, I want to say something.
So who would you marry, fuck, kill out of all the husbands?
Oh, I'm marrying John too. Everybody should marry John.
Okay.
Kill is easier.
What do you mean?
Kill. I'd probably kill Sean. No, I know. I don't know, because Sean could do your hair. There's something about that. So maybe I'd screw him because I don't want him to die. I just want him to do my hand when he's done with me. And kill, I'm thinking like logically, kill. Justin.
Why?
I don't know, something about Justin. I don't
I
know.
would.
I don't know Meredith Mark's husband Seth enough yet to kill him. But I would
mean,
marry John. That's who I'd marry is John.
I go off of what Heather said about money, so I'd marry Seth.
Okay, because you think he has the most money?
I mean, Heather said that, so why not?
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Now, what'd you think of the? Okay,
I haven't finished my marry, kill, and we're at time, so we're done.
Oh, okay. No,
We just talked about this.
I want to talk about the cave, though.
What do you mean the cave? Like about the cave? What do you mean? This is what
Did
they
you think
talked about in
Lisa-
the cave.
I know. Did you? No, they didn't. They talked about marry and kill on the beach. They didn't talk about that in the
Oh,
cave.
not
In
at
the
dinner?
cave, no, at the cave,
Oh.
it came out all about
Whatever. Let's talk about the cave then. I'll tell my marry, fuck, kill in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Because
No,
you shared yours, so you were happy.
They talked about the mafia in the cave.
I don't care.
Yes, you do.
You cut me off. You only want me to marry someone. You don't want me to fuck or kill anything.
I don't want you to.
I would kill Sean because then I'd be the boss.
Oh, yes, he's the Don.
He's the Don, so I'd be the Don. So I'd kill Sean.
Dawn. She's the Don, so he's the Don's husband.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, there are some crime families where the mother is the boss. The father is just the mouse in the corner.
Okay.
Believe it or not. But what did you think of the whole fight? And in the middle of the fight,
I haven't
Lisa
said
would
who I haven't said who I'd fuck yet.
Okay, who?
Well, you keep talking.
Who are you marrying? Oh, Seth. Okay, and then we know who you're murdering. Who are you gonna screw?
I'm gonna go outside of the cast a little bit. I'm gonna screw Coach Shaw because you know what? He's a football coach. He barely makes money compared to Jen. He stayed with Jen after all this shit, so he must be good at something. And I'm thinking,
and he's lonely. Do you think he's lonely right now, Coach Shaw?
Oh yeah, he's probably got a lot of energy in him.
Do you think he's lonely? Are you lonely?
And I'd just like to be able to call him Coach in the middle of us doing it. Be like, oh, Coach. That's why I think it'd be fun. So
and
that's
then, as in the bag. I guess. Well, I thought the cave was freaky.
I thought Monica looked the best out of the pirates.
Yes, she did. She looked good pirate. I liked her. I mean, I thought Lisa kind of brought it a little bit for not wanting to be too pirate-y. She wore gold hoops.
Yeah, I thought so too. And you know what? If Monica, you lose your job on Housewives, you could either look at being in the Woburn Halloween parade, or you could go and be on the island when the Disney cruise lands, because you looked just like her.
No, I think she could be a wench in Disneyland in the parade. Maybe. I do. Who's your mess this week?
My mess this week is Meredith because of the fact that
she's still recovering.
Like she was too calm. It was odd. It was one of those like I think she has something to do with it. I don't think she did everything. She was too calm. Either that or she was highly medicated when the accusation was made, because she did not go nuclear like she normally does.
Did not. She was almost like a deer in the headlights. But she recovered well. I've got to give her that. And she was getting an IV. 24 hours later, she's on the back of a ski-doo. Not a ski-doo. What's it called? A jet ski.
A jet ski. Unless she like is okay with her role in it and knows that it's minimal and just doesn't care that like Angie kind of caught her, but that maybe more is going to come out that it was Monica, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. There's
because
more.
she's just not trying to defend herself too much. So it just makes me feel as if like that, or like someone started this, that like, I don't know. That just seems like it can't be. Meredith would know, I think, and would go crazy if she knew that it was going to end up looking like she did it and did something wrong. And so I just have a feeling she has some sort of inside look that kind of shows that she didn't have the big role with it.
Yeah. I think it's great that Lisa Barlow has a cybersecurity team.
Oh, that was great.
I think it was great. Lisa just never stops.
It was more,
she just keeps on giving like, and giving and giving and giving.
It was not like, you know, the reason why it was funny when she said it was because like I probably could find someone to help me look into something like that, but I'd be like, oh, I have someone I can call. Let me call them. She's like, let me call John and I's cybersecurity team. And it's like, that's why it was so formal.
Yeah.
Whereas like, I mean, we like, even with Lisa, she's like, we have 3 attorneys on payroll. Whereas like, I have 3 attorneys I could call if I needed to.
Yes.
Now I don't have 3
now
attorneys
here's the question for someone with a cybersecurity team. Wouldn't you think that she would know by now that Monica testified against Jen Shah?
But there isn't anything. We have to remember they're filming this. This didn't come out until, and there's nothing online, and she doesn't know to look online.
Yeah, I'm just saying the whole thing is strange. Like you said, things haven't come out
more
yet.
About court cases, and so it's something where like I wonder if there's just like, I wonder if like they're kept anonymous. My thing more is like there's no way in hell.
Well, it depends. Did she have a jury trial, Jen Shah, or was it just like
No, she did a plea deal.
Oh, well, then that's different. She did a plea deal. It's a little bit different. So they indicted her with the grand jury, and that's probably when Monica testified.
Yeah, Monica testified behind the scenes. It was part of the evidence.
Yeah, if it was a grand jury, that wouldn't come out in a grand jury who the witnesses are. And then they indicted her and she copped a plea. It wouldn't be out there. So maybe that's what's going on.
But also, like, that's something Monica could get arrested for if she said she was a witness when she wasn't.
Really?
I think so. I can't imagine that that's legal.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay. I don't know about that. We'll ask our
I was a witness in the case to find Whitey Bulger in Santa Monica, California. How do you know? I'm not listed anywhere. I called them. I ended up being a case. I ended up being a witness.
Don't get the connection. I don't know. Oh, somebody tell us. Somebody tell us if you lied that you were involved in a case, you were a witness and you weren't, if that's a crime.
Yeah, if we got any attorneys, Lisa's looking for a 4th. So, you know.
I don't know. Unless you take an oath in court, I don't think it's really considered perjury.
No, well,
it's just
that's
a
what
lie.
I'm saying, though, but like it's not perjury, but like what I'm saying is that
I mean, for it to be perjury in a crime, you'd have to raise your hand and say, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Then I hope the U.S. government comes out on their Twitter and says Monica Garcia was not a witness.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be great? That would be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, it was the Southern District. So Tish James, you want to put your money where your mouth is? I want you to come out and I want you to do what you did to Trump. I want you to do it to Monica. I want you to call out the BS. So call it out. If it's real, tell us. If not,
let's go. All right.
Right. Because it's Southern District, New York. So it's the same team.
Right? It was in New York. Oh yeah, it was.
That's where she was charged.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same team. Yeah. Let's see. I want everybody to follow us on Instagram. It's constant these days at Aunt and Andrew.
Love it. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
No.